welcome to today's meditation time. I'm actually coming to you from a hotel room where I have been the last few days on a trip for work and a little bit of pleasure, and I wanted to do it tonight just to show that it really doesn't matter where we are. Hopefully we all have our spaces at home where we get comfortable, we can just completely disconnect from all the busyness and all the noise, but even when we are not in that space, it is still possible to find time and to find the right energy and the right environment to continue your meditation practice. And that's what we're going to do together tonight. So just wherever you are, just get comfortable, either sitting up nice and tall or lying down, whichever works for you, and then gently close your eyes. And I encourage you just to find a rhythm of breath that feels good. Just beginning to lengthen your inhale and match it with your exhale. But again, find a rhythm that honors how your body feels in this exact moment. If you have rushed and moved around quickly right before this moment, maybe the breath is really slow to calm yourself. If you're doing this in a time of day where you're already feeling a bit sluggish, maybe the breath is a little more energetic, a little more vibrant. You choose breath that allows you to be comfortable. And I want to share with you a quote as you are beginning to settle in. A quote that really frames what meditation is all about. And I thought, what a perfect way to just capture this idea that our practice goes with us wherever we go. And it's a quote by Pema Chodron, this amazing Buddhist nun who gives us all these little nuggets of wisdom. And when you really think about the depth of these short phrases, these short sentences that she gives us, there's so many lessons for us to learn within them. So here's what she says. A meditation practice is not about throwing ourselves away and becoming something better. It's about befriending who we already are. So we don't show up to meditation to get good. We don't show up to meditation to change. Now there is transformation and it does begin to happen from the inside out. But we don't show up and make a laundry list of all the things about us that are wrong and that we need to fix. So listen to this one more time. She says, your meditation practice is not about throwing yourself away and becoming something better. It is about befriending who you already are. And as we share this time with our eyes gently closed, our bodies as comfortable as is possible, I want you to picture for yourself the amazing friends that you have had over the years. Maybe from childhood, from early adult years, to different phases of your life. Who are the people, and some have been through many phases, but who are the people that if I were to ask you to write a list of who your friends are, their names would come so quickly and find their way onto that list? Just picture them. And then as you begin to see those faces and know who those names belong to, just think about, none of them are perfect. They all have quirks and mannerisms and habits that all drive us each a little bit crazy, the same way that our little quirks probably drive them crazy too. But they still ended up on your list. They're still your friends. And you love them in spite of, and maybe even because of, those little quirks, those little things that are unique to them. Sometimes you'll picture unique things about them, and that's what will make you smile. They're not perfect, but they are your friends. And so I want us just to transfer that same idea back to ourselves. We are so hard on ourselves. We are our worst critics. But our meditation practice gives us an opportunity to become acutely aware of this moment and to begin to know ourselves better. And oftentimes people will come to meditation and they'll try it and then they'll stop, because as they begin to know themselves better, they don't often like the quirks and the habits and the little unique things about themselves. They judge them. They want to change them and fix them, cast them away. But go back to that picture, those faces of your people, your friends. You would never let those little mannerisms compromise their place on your list. Oh, if we could only see ourselves the same way. We don't show up to meditation to get good, to become better. We show up to begin to like who we are just a little bit more. And we do begin to transform. We do it from a place of love and acceptance, not from a place of judgment and criticism. No one can change and get better from a place of judgment. But the more that you can begin to see yourself the same way you see those incredibly important friends or that incredibly important relationship, without judgment, but with true unconditional acceptance, when you can begin to see yourself that way in these moments of quiet, you have discovered the purpose of meditation. You have discovered the impact, the benefit of meditation. Learning to sit with yourself and being okay with who that person is. So we're going to do that now. So I want you to hear Pema's words one more time, and then we'll grow quiet together. Each of us individually being with ourselves. She says, our meditation practice is not about throwing ourselves away and becoming something better. It is about befriending who we already are. So just notice your breath before you grow quiet. Try to deepen it just a little bit. Slowing it down, filling yourself up as you breathe in, and then fully releasing as you breathe out. One more slow, deep breath in. Complete breath out. And now each of us, myself included, let's just sit for this next moment or so, each of us with ourselves, befriending who we already are. And together, let's take a slow, deep breath in. And gently let it go. And if it feels comfortable, just allow your left hand to come to the center of your chest, right there on your heart, and allow your right hand to cover it up. And as you picture one more time those faces, doesn't matter how many there are, but those faces that you would call your people, your friends. Imagine when one of them is hurting, when one of them is being hard on themselves. Imagine your hands touching their shoulder, holding their hand, wrapping your arms around them in a hug. You would do anything to help them see what an incredible person they are. And as your hands rest right there on the center of your heart in this moment, do the same thing for you. You showed up. You gave just a few minutes to breathe, to find stillness, and to learn how to befriend yourself just a little bit more. Let's take one more slow, deep breath in together. And as you exhale, I'll end this with Namaste, meaning that the light I see in myself is the same light that I see in you.